Welcome back to FPL Spad, your best place to find FPL content for the 23-24 season. My name is Spad. Today, you're joining me for my deadline stream for Gameweek 21. This game week will last 10 days, and it starts today with Burnley against Luton. But we don't really care about that game that much. I don't have that any of those players, so this early team news doesn't really affect me. It might affect you guys, so if you need help, I'll have a look for you if need be. I had 2 free transfers. I took out Salah and Son. I did that straight away and bought in Palmer and Bowen. Now I'll bite the bullet with Bowen as he will be injured for the next coming game week against Sheffield United away. And he most likely missed that. And hopefully he could be back for game week number 22. It's probably the only reason why I'm going to keep him on my team, because I'm going to want him back. And hopefully his price does not drop. But from the looks of it, his price might be dropping tonight. But yeah, it's pretty high up on the probability of dropping. So yeah, it's looking like another L for there. But I did have to make that transfer early for Salah anyway. Otherwise, I would have lost money on him. And then, not getting the news midway through the week about Trent being injured after the Arsenal game did not help at all. As I figured, I want to keep him anyway, because I know he's only missed one game week and probably be back for game week 22 and 23, as he's required for those 2 big games against Chelsea and Arsenal. So I bought in a spinning yarn. I took a -4 hit. Took out one of my shit defenders in Gabor, who's gone out in international duty for the Africa Cup Nations. So I thought I'd bring in a spinning yarn, as he was one of the most transferred in players, and he's just coming back from a long-term injury. Had a few games underneath his belt and got a nice rest as well. And I don't think they'll play till 22nd of Jan. So they've got a nice rest now. So he's going to building up his fitness, and hopefully in that game he can perform by getting some assists or even some goals, because we know he's capable of getting goals from free kicks and open play. So that is the thing. And then we got news about Bowen being injured, but that was there. So I have an option right now to take another -4 hit, because I think a lot of people have going to be taking the extra -4 hits this game week, as they've probably encountered the same problem as me by bringing in Bowen in early, and they might be looking to take Bowen out and bring someone else in. I'm want to keep Bowen, so I don't want to take him out. I'm thinking, instead of playing 4 defenders with Baldock as a 4th defender, I'm thinking of taking out Pelestri and bringing in another midfielder in as a midfielder that, until Bowen's back, can play games. And you just don't know about what happens in those 10 days of game weeks, because there will be some FA Cup replays during that time before the next game week, and there's been Carabao Cup as well. So a lot can happen from now to then. So for now, I think I need to take out Pelestri to bring another midfielder in. I have all the money at my disposal right now. I have 9.5 million in the bank. If I go to my transfers, I've got 9.5 million in the bank, so I'm able to bring in near enough any player I want. But I have to take into account that I'll have to bring in Haaland at some stage in the next game week, because next game week they have got Burnley, and most likely, unless Pep has been lying to us this whole time, he should be back for that game. And then I have to make a choice on which striker I want to get rid of. My initial plan with Watkins was to keep him and take out Solanke for Haaland. Solanke being on hot form right now, and Bournemouth have been on form. They've got a hard game against Liverpool at home, but even in that game, as Liverpool got a depleted defence, he can get a return in that game as well. West Ham away could be a bit harder, but then Fulham at home, Forest at home, and then Fulham away are 2 decent games where he can get some points. And then maybe I'll look to take him out against Newcastle away, Man City at home, But then after that, they've got some crazy games. Maybe just hold on to them for that time, because he's very cheap. So he could be a third-choice striker, really. So I really want to keep Solanke. And then if you have Watkins, if you look at his fixture list, it's a bit up and down a bit. And how long are Villa going to keep up this form? Because remember, they're going to have Europa games as well. So that will come into the mix during these game weeks, where they'll have rotation. And we have seen Watkins not score many games sometimes and just get assists. Like the last game when I had him captain, he only got 2 assists and didn't get a goal return. So we have to be mindful that he's still young, but he wants to break into the England team. It won't be easy. He has known to pick up injuries in the past, so he could be one of the players I could sacrifice to bring in Haaland. Now the third option is Jesus. Now I was looking to take him out this game week if I didn't get any news on him on his availability for the coming game weeks ahead. Because I heard some news that he won't even be available for the Liverpool game, and that's 3 game weeks away. So if that was the case, I was definitely going to take him out, and I was going to go for a big differential in Ivan Toney. And personally, I was going to bring in Ivan Toney and make him my captain this game week, taking a massive gamble. But I got some news today from when I was listening to Talk Sport that Jesus is back in training. They're out in Dubai training right now, and he's training. So that's good news. And they don't play till the 20th of Jan. Yeah, 20th of Jan against Palace at home. So most likely he will return for this game, because if he's in training, 8 days away really, I expect him to be ready for that game. Arsenal need to come back on winning ways again if they really want to challenge for this title that they so badly want for their fans that they failed on last year. So that's the reason why Jesus I'm keeping. But now we have to think about who we're going to bring in for Haaland, because that is the real issue in my opinion of bringing Haaland back into his team. And I'm really struggling on who to pick. But luckily for me, that's not this game week. I have to worry about that. But I do have to worry about how much money do I have to have left over after taking out Palestri, because that has to be taken into consideration. So say if I take out Solanke, who's like the cheapest one out of all of them, and I bring in Haaland, that will just give me 2.4 million to spend on a midfielder. So that's really 6.7 there. So it doesn't give me the best of options to bring in, but for the context of who I was thinking about bringing in, it should be enough. That's another way of doing it. But if I'm keeping Solanke, and say if I get rid of Jesus, and it's because Arsenal do not perform, they struggle. The thing is, like, I really want to keep him for the Crystal Palace home game, and the Forest away game is a good game on paper normally, but depending on how Forest are improving under Nuno, who have been got some decent results in the last few games, so it could be a hard fixture there. And then Liverpool at home, another hard fixture. West Ham away, another hard fixture. Burnley away should be an easy fixture, but then Newcastle at home again in February. And mind you, they will have Champions League in between these games as well at some point, because Liverpool don't have Europa game until March. Unlike people in the Champions League, they're going to be playing mid-February. So that will be into account as well. So do I really want him in that time? But it's about when do I want to take him out, right? And you really want Haaland for the game week 22, because that's when they're playing Burnley, and that's probably the easiest game they have in a while as well, where you'd be looking. But the reason why you're gonna want that Burnley away 25, you really don't want, probably gonna want him. Reason being because game week 25 has been confirmed for Man City double game week. The Liverpool game week double confirmed hasn't been confirmed until they play Fulham and beat them in the final. Until then, it won't be confirmed. So, and Liverpool will blank in game week 26 because of that. So you have to take that into account. Let me just put this poll up quickly. Who else could I pick from the captain? If Saka, Palmer. Watkins. There you go. So we are still near enough 50 minutes away from deadline. Still a while to go. So let's quickly have a look at the price changes that are looking like that most transferred in players are happening. Actually, let's go to the hourly change because that gives us a better know of what's really happening. So Spinian is being heavily transferred in at 6.3%. Palmer as well at 4.5%. De Bruyne at 4.2%. So a lot of people probably heard Pep's conference and of him like giving hints of De Bruyne starting. I don't believe him. So no, not for me. Then you got Saka. A lot of people bringing in Saka. I can understand that as one of the most expensive midfielders in the game. And with all that cash lying around, it's pretty easy to end up picking Saka because you've got so much cash lying around, you know. That's the main reason why I'm bringing him in. Now, next one is Tony. Now, I like this one a lot. People bring him in. He is the same price as Jesus, like, pretty sure, yeah, 7.9 million. Actually, Jesus 8 million right now, but I bought him in at 7.9. So, which his price ain't going to be going up anytime soon, unless he does something crazy when he comes back in his game week, which is, hope he does, but I don't see it happening. A lot of people bringing in Jota in. His price has gone up once already. So maybe, I don't think it'll go up tonight. It's saying it will, but I reckon that percentage will drop after the deadline passes. And Richarlison, yeah, his price could go up. Maybe because he is playing ST for Tottenham. I think he's probably the most nailed on to start, really. Even though they bought Timo Werner, I don't see him starting this game initially anyway. Like, when are they playing? They're playing on the 14th of January. They play this Sunday. So no way Werner's going to be ready for that game. So I think Richarlison will be playing. So he could be a really, like, if I think they can put a performance out against United away, he could be in a captain option as well. Like, that I should consider, really. And, yeah. So you got one free transfer, yeah? You're going to put Salah and Son on the bench. So you got to take out Son firstly, yeah? Because you don't need him. So you got Alvarez, Solanke, and Watkins. That's fine. Palmer, Gordon, Saka. So you're playing with 3 midfielders. And then Gabriel, Porro, Walker, Taylor. Yeah, I'll take out Son, my friend. And because Son are South Korea are favourites for the Asia Cup, so they will go far in it. So for that reason, I'll take out Son. Salah could be back at any point, really. We don't know, sure, depending how it goes for them. So I'll be taking out Son. Because Son doesn't have double game weeks coming up at all. Liverpool might do. So that should be taken into account. But I'll be probably doing more minuses. I had 2 free transfers. I took out Salah and Son early. When Bowen and Palmer, I'm not happy about Bowen because he's not going to be playing, but I'm going to keep him. I took out, when Trent got injured, I took out Spinian. I bought in a Spinian for Cabal to cover. So, yeah. And I'm looking like now thinking of doing another transfer in Palestri. And you know what? Let me just take out Watkins. Bring in Holland. So I know how much money I've got. 4.3 million. Okay. 8.6. Good to know. Restore. So maybe Watkins I'll take out next game week to bring in Holland. So for now, I'm going to look to take another -4 hit by taking out Palestri. And I'm going to have a look at the most transferred players for midfielders. We already know who it is. Foden, who literally came out of nowhere. Because Man City do have a double game week coming up. That probably what send it when it got confirmed in game week 25. Basically, earlier today got confirmed. So it's probably the main reason why people are bringing them in. And De Bruyne has been shot up that ladder as well. I think he was like 6th or 7th most transferred in yesterday when I did my stream for the transfer watch list. And now he's 3rd. His price has already gone up once already. Could go up again, but I think it won't yet because he wasn't that much on the threshold. Bowen probably would have been an even bigger transfer if he had not been injured. Like 800,000 people bought him in, you know. And if you look at the transferred out, let's see how many people took him out. 540,000 people took him out. So, so people had that's the amount of people that took a -4 hit, or that already had him and took him out, you know. Because if you already had him and you take him out, it's less of a pain, you know, because it's not your mistake, you know. 2.5 million for Salah, Son 2.1 million, Chan 500,000, Nick over 500,000, Bowen 500,000, Kudus under 500,000. People taking out Gordon as they're losing faith with him because Newcastle haven't been in the greatest form either. And they'll probably have Harvey Barnes returning very soon. So that's a plus for them overall, but not for Harvey for Gordon. But yeah, some people even took out Foden, like 100,000 people. So not everyone thinks Foden is gonna kill it today, like this game week, you know. Yeah, you have it for one game week, but then knowing Pep, he could rotate next game week. It's just Pep. We know what it's about. 500,000 people bought in Jota, so that could be an option I could bring in. I would have enough money to cover him, but I just think he is not a nailed-on starter. None of the 4 mid striking options besides Salah, they're not fighting for 3 positions. They're fighting for 2 positions on the left and ST. Because I think on the right-hand side, Elliott has that place on lock, and that is his. Because he is the left-footed player, and Klopp likes having left-footed players on the right-hand side and a right-footed player on the left-hand side. It's just the way it is. It's always been that way, and I don't expect him to change. Like, he will maybe use Luis Diaz on the right-hand side sometimes, but that is as a backup option to change the game, like he did against Arsenal when he made Nunes play on the left, because Nunes is most effective on the left, in my opinion, as he causes more chaos when he has ball to feet and when he's able to run at defenders. And Diaz on the right, when we know he's got 2 very good feet, in my opinion. And when you're out on the wide and you're not actually shooting, it doesn't matter what foot you are. You're just getting down there. And that's what they were doing against Arsenal. They were like hugging the byline, you know. That's not our natural way of playing in general. We like to cut in, and that is Elliott's job to do that. And help out defensively as well on that side, as we will be missing Trent now as well on that side. So, yeah, Elliott will just give that bit more solidity, in my opinion, and energy up top, personally. So, he is probably one of the options I am looking on to bring into this game week. And oh yeah, huh? I don't know. Next up, Gross. A lot of people bought in Gross. His price went up today to 6.5 million. I just don't. They do have great fixture lists. Like, they probably have the best fixture list out of every single club right now, because for the next 10 game weeks, is that is? What is it? 3, 6, 8 game weeks. They have got some great fixture lists, and they might blank in game week 29 if they get far in the FA Cup. So if they don't, even they got Man City and Liverpool. So by then you might want to take them out, because that's when the fixture lists get hard. But before that, they have some great fixture lists themselves. So yeah, Wolves at home is good. Luton away is good. Crystal Palace at home is good. Spurs away is probably the hardest fixtures they got. Sheffield away, Everton at home, Fulham away, Forest at home. That is some good fixture lists. So, like, if he was a bit more attacking in general, like, I would bring him in. But he's not. Like, he's been played in that position a few times this season because of injuries and rotation. But they do have players returning. So, and then when Mitoma returns as well from his international break from Asia, he'll just make the difference. And, you know, so for me, nah, I'm not bringing in Gross. He could be on penalties if Pedro's not playing. But most times, if Pedro is playing, Pedro is the man that's going to be on penalties. But the difference with Pedro and Gross is Pedro is a striker and Gross is a midfielder. So, yeah. Douglas Luiz, I was a fan of him. I bought him in for a bit early in the season. Kind of a mistake by me in general. Because if I bought him in, I should just hold him, because he makes points like not all the time, but here and there. Because he gets given the penalties when they get given to him, and then he picks up bonus points as well. So yeah, not someone I'm big in. Odegaard, having 3 Arsenal players, I just don't think I can risk it, because if they don't do it against Crystal Palace, then having 3 Arsenal players is not going to be a great option. Yes, he could be on penalties instead of Saka, but I think Saka will be given the penalties to build his confidence up. Yeah, I think Bowen's definitely injured, but there's no harm in playing him in your team, like because if he's injured, he's not going to come on. So you just get replaced for your person on the bench. That's the same thing I'm doing with Trent, because you never know. Like, we might get news in a couple of days, or he's completely fine, So for that reason, I'm gonna let it rotate by itself. If they, just in case, leave them on the pitch. But most likely, yeah, he's injured, because he's 50% here, but it's more than that in my opinion. Like, he probably has a 20% chance of playing. So yeah, Elise was a good option to bring in at 5.9 million, but his chance of playing is 50% with the hamstring injury. It's probably another reason why I think Arsenal will win their game, because Elise is not there. If Elise was playing that game, I'd be a bit more afraid, because Elise is a quality player, someone who I want at Liverpool myself. Pretty sure he has release clauses of contract for like 60, 70 million, and I hope we activate in the summer, but that is a long way away. Some people are buying Garnacho, a cheap 5th choice midfielder, something I can do if I want to, really, for backup, but I just don't believe in United at all. I don't see these games that are coming up any good for them. Like Spurs at home, it's not going to be an easy game for them, in my opinion. Wolves away, it's not going to be an easy game for them either. West Ham at home, not another easy game. And Villa away, not another easy game. So for me, I would not be going anywhere near United players. My personally, like, you're gonna have 2 game weeks in my general. Yeah, Luton away and Fulham at home. Probably the only 2 game weeks you're probably gonna want to have him. So, and in those game weeks, I'm pretty sure Man City are double game week then, and so do maybe Liverpool. So you're not gonna really be having him in that game week either. So, no, I will not be going for Garnacho. And Kulusevski, 7.1, capable of getting points here and there, but it won't be on a consistent basis, as you can see. It'll be here and there, and that's the gamble you take with him, which is something that we're not looking for. We're looking for players that are going to be producing the here and now to climb up those ranks, because that is needed for me, in my opinion. And I have to make sure, because the person, if I'm taking the -4 hit, the person that I have to bring in has to make up those -4 points, because yeah, it just has to happen, basically. Bernardo Silva could be an option for me, actually, really. Like, would not be a bad option at all. Bernardo Silva has played nearly every game this season. Could not be a bad option. But Newcastle at home away is not going to be an easy game. So, is he going to give me a return that I need this game week? You give it to me next game week, but I need it this game week. I want it to be here and now. And that is a problem. A lot of people have, so 5 votes so far, 5 for Saka, 1 for Palmer, yeah? Man. Okay, now let me go for my differential choice quickly. And Harvey Elliott, 4.8 million, in my opinion, is going to be starting. Doesn't hurt my bank balance at all. Yes, he hasn't started in the Prem, but that's because Salah was playing. Salah's not going to be here now. He didn't play that last game against Newcastle because at all Salah was there. But while Salah's away, I think Harvey Elliott will be playing all these games, and I think this is a gamble I need to take. His ownership is at 0.2%, so some people have gone in for him. His price probably started at 5 million, if I'm not thinking. And he is literally just going to be there for one game week, in my opinion. Like, I don't mind having him for one game week, but because hopefully having Bowen back next game week, so where he could be benched, you know, and be used as a good rotational player if I need to. Because Liverpool do have hard games against Chelsea at home and Arsenal away. The Chelsea at home, yeah, he could play in that game as well if Bowen's not back in time. So that's another reason to do it. Because if he misses 2 game weeks, which could easily happen, because we do not have any concrete information on him really. A lot of managers have now been more tight-lipped than usual. They used to give us more information, and now we're getting less information from most people. The only way we figure out are they on the way back or if they're anything is by watching their training, if they return to training. It's the only reason we have news on Jesus, not from Arteta himself, but from people that have seen him in training and pictures and videos. So we have to rely on that basically, not what managers really say, because they're really just trying to put off other managers and not give information away about their players returning or when they're returning, you know, so they can prepare for it. So, yeah, like Pep started this game and it's just like a virus affecting all the other managers. Not good for us FPL managers, but we have to read between the lines. So, and for me, like Elliot is the man to bring in. I know he hasn't performed well. He's not gonna like guarantee you goals. He's not on penalties. Um, he might take some free kicks and will take some corners. So he has got a slight chance of getting some returns. Bournemouth away is not going to be the easiest game, but I think he's just the nailed-on star out of all of them, and that's from coming from a Liverpool fan. That's why I'm saying it, because I know my team more than most people do. And yes, people are gambling with Jota and Diaz, and they are struggling, and they cost a lot more money. Jota cost 7.8, I think, and Diaz cost 7.3. If we look at the most transferred in players, see if this has, and they've changed it in the last. Yeah, 40,000 more people bought in Foden. That's what's changed. Sell Son, because he's going to be away for a long time, in my opinion. Like, because they will go far in the tournament as they're one of the favourites. So just get that money out, get your profit, run with it, and bring someone else in. And Foden is not a bad option, in my opinion. Good. A lot of people have been bringing him in. Yeah, you should have done the early transfer with him, in my opinion, with Son to Foden, as Foden's price has gone up twice, I think, this window. Yeah, twice. So, and Son's price has dropped once. So, depending on how you bought him, it comes down to that really in the end. Yeah, join my mini league. That way I can have a look at your team. You know, the code is just below the video. If you join the mini league, I'm able to see your team, and that way I can advise you easier. You know, this guy joined my team last week, and he is ranked 2,000 in the world, man. My man's a G. So he's going to be top. Like I was top at one stage in my own league. Right now I'm 8th. So yeah, it's not great. And we are half an hour away from deadline. It is 5:45. Deadline is 6:15.
You gotta make your choices.
Yeah, sort of. And I still have 9 million in the bank. And now let's look at potentially on when to take out Saka from my team, if I will take him out for a certain Mo Salah when he could be returning. Because Liverpool will have a double game week in this game week here, game week 25. Maybe have to take out. Maybe Egypt do very, very poorly in the tournament and go out early, and he could be back for game week 23 against Arsenal. You never know. Like, personally, I think he'll be back for game week 24. So they're playing West Ham, and Liverpool play game week 20 in game week 24, Burnley, you know. And then they're gonna have a double game week of Brentford and Luton in game week 25. This is the game week where you're gonna be triple captaining Mo Salah. Like, you can captain Haaland as well. They're gonna be playing. I don't have no bloody fancy players, but yeah, they will have a double game week of Chelsea and Brentford. Not this Brentford, they're not away game because it's the game in hand. They'll play Brentford twice in the space of a week, a couple of days, sorry. So that's gonna be absolutely nuts. And here we go. So what else is on? 8 votes so far. I think that's what 7 votes for Saka, 3 for Palmer, none for Watkins. Or other. Now let's have a quick look at the most overall ownership, because I think that's going to play a big part on the captain choice. Because if you're saying like Palmer is only 35% owned, that is not a lot of people will have him as captain then. So the most obvious choice of captain this week is going to be Saka out of most people. Or Watkins. Because obviously Mo Salah has dropped in ownership. But truthfully, there could be a lot of different captain choices in my opinion. Because Arsenal fans will be choosing Saka like outright. In my opinion, they won't even hesitate. Him or Odegaard. The neutral fans, some of the ones that have been looking at the recent, especially who looking at the last 18 points by Palmer, are choosing Palmer as their captain. And just the only thing for me is Chelsea. The player is not bad, but Chelsea are. That's the problem. Chelsea, like, Palmer might be good, but Chelsea are shit. Because look where they're in the league. The 9th, 10th, I don't even know. You know? In reality, it's a joke. They are on a good run of form right now. But just like the weekday, we saw them lose to Middlesbrough away, 1-0. And one thing that we know about Chelsea, they can't break down teams that defend hard, that defend deep. And Fulham, they showed that against Liverpool. They will hold their line and they'll defend deep, but they do have the qualities. And then you got Willian, who'll be playing against Chelsea, his former team, as well. Bench Ariola Wire. Ooh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Ariola or Raya. Which one would you bench?
Who's Brentford? I bench Raya.
Raya's playing Crystal Palace at home, and Ariola's playing West.
Not Crystal Palace.
No, Raya's playing Crystal Palace at home.
I thought Arsenal played.
Arsenal,
yeah.
Raya.
Oh, shit, fucking hell.
You live in last year, yeah?
I'm still last year. Oh man, I think you'd bench Ariola.
Yeah, play Raya instead, because Arsenal at home, got better defenders in front of them. I know West Ham have been good in their away form. They have been good. Not away from like the last 3 games. They got 3 clean sheets in a row. But that could be come to an end, really, because they got some players missing, attacking wise. But they might park the bus, as West Moyes has been doing. So that is a really tough choice, my friend. Really tough choice. But you could go for Oriola, as he's more likely to concede chances and make more saves and get a chance to get bonus points. Because with Crystal Palace also missing Elise, Crystal Palace attacking threat is going to be less, you know, and Arsenal will be attacking a lot more, so they'll be getting less chances on them. So
with Arsenal on your thing,
yeah, I went with Arsenal. Yeah,
good choice.
Yeah, because too many people went for Arsenal. I was like, it must all be, you know, because like just like me, like what I think of Chelsea, only one person went for Chelsea. I'm in that thing, one person. Because everyone knows, like, look what they've done, bro. They're capable of losing to anyone.
They are.
You know?
But I wouldn't rule out a draw against Arsenal Palace.
That's the best thing. Because Jesus, as soon as I found out Jesus, because I was downstairs chilling, and then I heard on the radio, Jesus back. I was like, if Jesus is back for that game.
That's bigger, yeah.
That's why, as soon as I did that, I done it. I was like, fuck it. Done. Arsenal. No problem, bro. Join my mini league. The code is underneath my name. And that way I can look at your team and give you advice on what to do for future game weeks. And please like and subscribe to my channel and help me grow, man. Because that's what I'm here to do. Like, last week I had this guy join my mini league. He is ranked 2K in the world. Man, absolute legend. Like, yo, had a good December month for him. So he will give me a few advices here and there. But yeah, I think I'm going to go. Oh, no, wait, I need to do my transfer, man. We still got half an hour to do. 20 minutes to go.
You haven't done your transfers.
I haven't done my transfer, man. I still need to do my transfer.
Do your transfers.
Listen, you rushed me last time as well, yeah, with Richarlison, yeah? Let me just, I've got time. I've got time.
What do you mean, like getting him in?
Yeah, doing it, because you were watching my stream.
He did semi-work out, though, didn't
he? He did work out, he did work out, but I just want to take my time, Yeah. Just like, is there any other players that someone wants to recommend that I should bring in instead for Palestri? Because I'm taking out Palestri and bringing in Elliot at the moment. Who is a serious differential in my opinion, because I don't see hardly anyone having Elliot in their team. Yeah, -4, easy. That's an easy transfer, bro. Espinian, his price is going to go up today, and they don't play till next week. He should be starting the game, and what we saw from last year and the start of the season, we know what he's capable of doing, getting goals and assists and racking up those bonus points. In my opinion, a great transfer to bring in. Yeah, easy. It's an easy transfer to do, man. Easy transfer. I did another -4. I took out Kabul and brought in the Spinning, and that's a -4. And I had 2 free transfers after that. And I might be taking another -4 hit for to bring in Elliot in because Bowen's not playing. So yeah. Let's quickly have a look at the let's go back to transferred in players. And then we've got a lot of people are gambling with Jota. They expect him to start. Jota is a quality player. Yes, he gets returns, but it's all about the minutes, in my opinion. And I just don't think he's nailed on for both games. Like, because Liverpool will have other games in between that as well. And we know about Jota that he is injury prone, and Klopp would want to avoid that. So he'll obviously manage him all the time. And that's what he has been doing lately perfectly, in my opinion, by having 2 other options to bring on. Elliot gets to play game in, game out because he shows the fitness and the resilience. And he's just a strong boy,
Yeah, strong boy. Strong boy.
Yeah. Like, I'm gambling with Elliot big time, man. I'm showing my Liverpool bias. Yeah.
He could easily make something back. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
You know what? I just don't want to go the normal way. I want a differential. I want to go for players that no one has thought of, and that is it. Like, I remember when I bought in the Richarlison, no one was thinking of bringing Richarlison in. He wasn't in the top day transferring players, and I bought him in, and now he's there. People are bringing him in. So yeah, I am gonna confirm that transfer right now. Palestri out, Elliott in, confirm -4. Bring him on for Bardock. And just in case, we keep Trent there. And we do this. Because just in case the players don't play at all, the players on the bench will come on. So, let's save this. And for now, I'm going to leave Jesus as captain because I think majority of the FPL people are going to go. No, Jesus. Saka, sorry. As captain. As majority of people own him. His ownership is at 62%. His price did go up today to 9.1 million. The choices were up between literally Palmer and Saka. And like I said earlier, Palmer, the player himself, is great. He's got to be on penalties and free kicks. But he did play full 90 minutes the other day in the Carabao Cup. Saka's going to have a full week's rest as well. And not full week's rest. He's going to have more than 2 weeks rest because he don't play till next week.
You might want to change your vice captain just in case as well.
Nah, Saka's guaranteed going to play.
But from now to a week, what if he gets injured in training?
So who do I do my vice? Who's going to be my vice?
I'll be Palmer. Or Jesus? No, Palmer.
I'm going to go. Alright. I'll go with Palmer, but it's not going to really make a difference in my opinion. But I'll do that. Save the team for now. And leave it as is. And I will leave Dubravka instead of Turner. I'd like because Brentford away is not going to be an easy game for Forest. Tony is going to want to get at least 1 goal in that game. Like personally, he's going to if he's anything like he was when before he left before the ban, he's going to be a handful. But Forest have been on the upturn as well. So I could be making a mistake here by playing Dubravka in goal. Because if Newcastle are nowhere near their defensive solid themselves, then it could be a problem.
Who else are your keeper?
Turner. So, thing is, Newcastle do have their players back. Like Trippier's back. He's not injured. He played the last game in the FA Cup. Botman's back. Dan Burns back. And I think Cher is back as well. Let me just confirm that quickly. I don't think he's back. He might have a little slight niggle. But Wilson is out. I didn't know that. He's not back till next month. I knew about Joey Linton. That was announced earlier today. He's out for a couple of weeks. Now that's a big loss for Newcastle, in my opinion, because he's a workhorse. Man, they've got players. They've got Willock missing, Tonani, Barnes, Anderson, Murphy, Joe Linton. That is too many top players that are missing. Wilson, Pope, man, that is seriously messed up. But Shea is there as well. So defensively, they do have all 4 defenders to have, like their main 4 defenders will be playing. So that is a plus in a way. And you know what? It's just what I want, really, because I don't have Newcastle. I don't have any Man City players. And I want Newcastle to get a result because I want them to lose points. So it's like, it's what I want. So I want it. I want to manifest it. And I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to leave Dubravka as the first choice. Because last game week, I put him on the fucking bench. I played Turner instead. And Dubravka saved a penalty against Liverpool. And he made 8 points. Where instead of me making just, I think I made 3 points from Turner. Was it 3 points? Yeah, 3 points from Turner. I could have made an extra 5 points by having more faith in my transfer in from Dubravka. So, yeah, I'm going to leave Dubravka in there. I'm expecting Elliott and Gusto to both come on for Bowen and Trent. I expect Jesus to be starting, but I've just left them on there just in case. You never know, because they don't play till next week, like next Sunday. So it's like 9 days away for Bowen, and for Trent, 9 days away as well. So it's a long time away, man. You never know. Could be a surprise announcement that is completely fine. Because you'll realize no one saw Trent get injured. We were just told that, that he got injured during the game. He didn't come off during the game. He played the whole entire 9 minutes. So we cannot have that much kind of judgment on him. We are 30 minutes away from deadline. I've done my team. Gambling City by taking a -8. But it is what it is. I expect everyone else to have done a -4, personally. Because I don't expect everyone to have 2 free transfers like I did. Because, yeah. So I expected a lot of people to take -hits. And it's something that I expected to happen. Got still quite a lot of money in the bank now. Got 9 million left in the bank. Not bad. My overall team value is 104 million. Not bad at all, personally. I know there's people out there with 105 million already, but if you look at my team, I don't have any money held up anywhere now. I had money held up in Son, in Salah. Like Saka, I bought for 9 million. I got no money held up there. Jesus got no money held up there either. Watkins, tiny bit of money because I bought him at 8.6. He's 8.9. I'll be very happy if he goes to 9 million before next game week. I'll be ecstatic because that way I'll get the extra 0.1 profit and I'll be able to bring Haaland in for Watkins, which is one of my gambles that I am going to do personally. You guys don't have to do it, but I will, because even now you could take him out. Like, people are keeping them in the team because of his record so far, But if you really look at the record, he hasn't scored a goal in 3 games. He's blanked against every promoted team so far. He blanked against Luton, he blanked against Sheffield United, and he blanked against Burnley. And Burnley and Sheffield United, both games, they were at home. And most time, both those games, I'm pretty sure everyone captained him as well. So, if you're looking at it that way, not the best. Yes, he got a goal against Brentford, but before that as well, blanking against Arsenal, against Man City. Now I'm just thinking, why have I got him in my team? And he's in everyone's world-class team as well. Everyone's chosen him because of the form Villa are in. But he does perform good, like he puts in good teamwork. But he just, in my opinion, just lacks that killer instinct because he's helping the team a bit too much. And yeah. And Everton away, it's not going to be an easy game now. I'm looking back on it. Newcastle at home, even though they have a great home record, Villa, it's not going to be an easy game. They're going to have a 2-week break. That's going to help them. That should help them. While Newcastle will have a shorter break because I think Newcastle play on the 20th. So yeah. Sheffield United away, another promoted team. Is he going to blank again? I think some people might even want to captain this game week and get bitten, And then we've got United at home. On paper, a hard game, but in reality, we just don't know. We don't know what United will show up on the 11th of Feb. And then they've got a nice, easy 3 games, in my opinion. Fulham away, Forest at home, and Luton away. So those 3 games, you expect him to get results. So it's very hard to, but you wouldn't want him after, the end of the running at all. Because I'm just looking at those fixtures, they're ending. And they're horrific. From Man City onwards, I would not want to be playing any of these teams. Not one of these teams I would want Watkins in my team. Like Man City away, Brentford at home, Arsenal away, Bournemouth at home, Chelsea at home, Brighton away, Liverpool at home, Crystal Palace away. Not one of those games I would want him. So maybe you have to get keep him to the tough period. Maybe not. Maybe Villa fall off the shelf a bit, especially with the rotation they're going to have with Europa as well. Because I can tell you this now. I know Villa right now second in the league. Villa second in the league right now, aren't
Yeah.
They're close to us, isn't it? 42 points. 42 or 43?
I think it's 2 points behind us.
So 43 then. Yeah. Like their fans will want top 4. Like, oh yeah, we could get top 4. But in reality, we have to be real. Like we won't be a surprise if we see a drop off and then going out the top 4. You know?
What is FDR when it gets fixture difficulty rating, right?
Yeah.
You hover over it, is that what it stands for? Fixture difficulty rating. Yes. I'm good. I was wondering, I'm good with acronyms, man. Give me a topic, you know what it's about, I'll give you it.
Yeah. One second, let me just have a look at something. How long we got? We've got 8 minutes to deadline. Oh man. Let's have a quick look at price changes. What's going on? So Tony's even gone higher. It was 2% earlier, and now it's 4%. So a lot of people are gambling with Tony. Now, like me looking back on it, like in a way, I wasn't listening to the radio. If I wasn't listening to the radio, and didn't know about Jesus being in training, I will be beginning Tony right now for Jesus. Cost me the exact same money, 7.9 million. Forest at home, his first game back. What better way to do it by getting 2 goals or a hat trick, you know? And no one else would have him in the team. Like, not many people. Like, he's still not on the top 30. Actually, he is. He made the top 30 list. Tony, he went on it yesterday. He went on it yesterday when I did my transfer watch list. 238,000 people have gambled with Tony. His ownership at 2.2%. But I ended up going for even a bigger gamble. Instead of Tony, I bought in Elliot. As gambles goes, it's a Hail Mary, in my opinion. So, yeah. Probably as we got a long game week ahead as well. So we're going to have plenty of time before the next game week. I'm going to be doing, I think it's like 15 days from now to the next game week. Because next game week deadline is 30th of Jan. So we've got 18 days between now and the next game week. So in that time, I'm going to be doing content about when to do your wild card, when to do your free hit, and when to do your triple captain. Because we have got some information on when we're going to see some blanks and when we're going to see some double game weeks. I think there might be another double game week in 26, actually not 26, 25.
Well, listen to this. Why is Van Dijk on it? Was brought in?
Yeah.
People bringing in Van Dijk?
Yeah.
Why?
Crazy people, aren't it? Like, if you watch my transfer watch list, he's on there. He wasn't even that high. He was lower than that before.
That's fairly high up.
Yep. Crazy people are bringing in Virgil van Dijk for 6.3 million, which makes no sense to me. If they were watching my transfer watch list, they would know to avoid him. You know, but nah, crazy people out there. Even bringing in Allison at 5.7 thingy. Another thing is, guys, you will be now battling out for the second chance league as well, as that starts this game week.
Is that everyone's automatically entered for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second chance. So that will another league that you can win and win prizes from.
Can you get prize? Check it. Check what's the prize.
Something. Yeah, same thing. It's like 2 hospitality tickets for a Premier League game, 3 nights accommodation, night jacket, game, laptop or smartphone, Bluetooth speaker, and a rucksack. And all that extras.
Runner-up's not bad either. You know?
Yeah, I take this laptop and a smartphone all day long. You know, even third tablet computer, not bad. After that, it gets pretty bad. But,
Yeah. Only third you get the computer. Everything else is.
oh man, the month you get
Oh, nice.
Is that for the official one as well? You get.
Check the runner-up one.
Oh, the official one doesn't have a manager month, but the second place does.
Huh?
The official one.
The first one.
Yeah, the overall prizes.
Yeah.
There's no manager month for that.
No, there's no manager month.
For that, because this is the FA Cup winners and there's FA Cup runners up, and then the second chance league. The second chance league has got more.
But that's only paid up to 5th. That's why, isn't it?
What manager month?
No, the second chance league only goes to 5th,
yeah.
Whereas the other one went to 10th.
But that could be for everyone though, innit? Because manager month, second chance, and the overall league would be the same, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be the same.
Laptop, computer, or some free smartphone.
Yeah. And that's what you're aiming for, I mean, by the way. This month.
Everyone, isn't it?
You are, because you played your walk card. Everyone that played their walk card is aiming for that.
Yeah. But in the mini league, not that one. There's no way. That's
what you have to aim for.
But how does it get settled if you're on the same points?
Who's most goals scored?
Most goals scored. What if that's equal?
Then it'll tell you, innit? Look, it's eligible to win manager of the week prize. Okay, that's man of the week. Let's go to rules. Oh, least amount of transfers.
Least amount of transfers.
Hmm.
Oh. And if that's equal.
So no, but yours would be different because you done wildcard anyway. So any transfers made using a wildcard or free hit will not count towards total transfers made. So it'll be your transfers that you do next week. You know? But yeah, it's okay. Oh shit, the deadline has passed. Just now. Pretty sure I picked my team. I don't know if I did. I don't know. I did, yeah? Oh, cool. I saved it. Hopefully, it's done. Hope you guys done good and good luck to you guys. Thank you, Superman. I haven't seen you for a while, man. Hopefully, you'll be watching my content on replay. But good luck to you as well for your game week. And thank you guys for joining me for this deadline stream. And hope you like and subscribe to my channel for future FPL content. I'll probably do my free hit content, wildcard, and triple captain on when to play these chips in the next coming game weeks ahead. Because January we only got two game weeks, but it's spread across, and then February it gets serious. where champions start doing championship stuff, you know. So let's do this. I'm gonna see you guys later. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, see you later. See ya. Don't tell me something like that.